Hello everybody and welcome to this video all about this man here, Danierl Ricciardo. Red Bull released a statement saying he's officially driving for them next season. He'll be replacing Mark Webber. This is a huge bit of news for the tournament or the championship, so I'm going to be racing it live in the background here, just talking about it as I say, but this is huge news. Once again, it's going to be another Australian in the Red Bull team. Maybe there's some relation there between Australia and Red Bull, or Austria. I'm not too sure, but that's big news. I mean, Danierl Ricciardo, I was there in his first Grand Prix in Silverstone in the HRT. I've seen him go up through the ranks. He's now getting the top seat, which is amazing, to be honest. I really applaud Danierl Ricciardo for that. I really think he's deserving of that seat. I'm expecting great things from him, and could you just imagine if he won the title next season? That'd just be insane. I can't wait for Danierl Ricciardo to join Red Bull. I think it'll be the best move of his career, and if he turns it down, no one will ever forgive him if he turns that move down. So we're going to dive up the inside here as well. But Danierl Ricciardo going to Red Bull, as I said, it's going to be one of the best moves of his career, and also I'd love to see him score a few more points in the championship, and it'd be interesting to see his Red Bull as a constructor. I'd look at that for a run. If Red Bull as a constructor is still strong, even with a different driver, as we've hit our teammate for next season, we've got a penalty, but it's not too bad. A bit ironic in this race. But I think the penalty was deserved, but I'm really interested to see if they're still as strong next year, Red Bull, because McLaren of course brought in Sergio Perez in their class and he went a little bit downhill, probably Perez leading them a little bit in the wrong direction, but well, we know that could be wrong, but maybe the same could happen with Danierl Ricciardo. I really hope not for his sake, but the car could be slightly worse next season, just judging by McLaren, and so I'm thinking maybe they can, maybe Red Bull won't win a fourth consecutive constructor, because let's face it, this year they've won it, to be honest. Everyone knows that, but sadly, I don't think they'll be getting anywhere close to these new constructors next season. Adrian Newey's behind them, so I think he designs the car, not really the drivers. But then arguably that you could say that about the McLaren as well, but I'm just hoping the Red Bull isn't as strong next season for the spectating kind of view, but for Danierl Ricciardo, I hope it is the strongest car. It is going to be the strongest car he's ever driven. Be interesting to see him get a podium next season as well. That'd be really nice to see, and I think he's well deserved of a podium. He's done some pretty good drives in Toro Rosso. That'd be equivalent of dominant race wins, I think, in the Red Bull, especially China this year, and there's a few other drivers as well, especially the qualifying in Silverstone, although the race wasn't that great. So you can overtake him there by Felipe Massa. I'm going to try to take that back. Monza's not one of my strongest tracks, and Toro Rosso is definitely not one of my strongest cars either, so it's not looking great, is it? I don't know why I chose to do the gameplay in Toro. Yeah, of course Danierl Ricciardo, but Monza didn't have to do, but challenged myself. But anyway, back to Danierl Ricciardo, his podiums I think are going to be sensational, especially his first one, and if it's in Australia, wow, they're in for an amazing treat there. I would really love to be in Australia for the circuit around the world, but budgets and that, they don't really allow me to do that. I can see one Grand Prix a year, which is pretty sick, pretty good. Sick's just that slang term now coming out. So I'm really hoping that Ricciardo can do really well this season, possibly get a few podiums like Mark Webber, possibly be in the championship hunt as well. That'd be very interesting to see. I'd love to see, I'll be definitely with Danierl Ricciardo all the time in the championship if he was to win it, see someone put off there. But 2 retirements and there's only 3 that race. I wonder what's happened there. Might have been Vettel actually. So we've got Kobayashi going up over inside now as well. And we've got Bruno Senna going up over inside as well. say I cannot drive. I always do this terrible drive out of that corner as we've hit centre, and Massa pulls off as well. Oh dear, this race has gone completely wrong, but oh, and there's a Red Bull behind, that's Vettel again. This is a huge load of cars behind now, but fair play. I just thought I'd put this video out just to let you guys know that Ricciardo is confirmed as Red Bull driver now. I'm about 99% sure he is going to Red Bull and Raikkonen is not. So I thought I'd just bring a bit of news to let you know what's going on. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm Gold, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.